everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for Two Cares for Pets here on 2 News Oklahoma. We are joined today by my friend, Dr. Jessica Zink at South Tulsa Veterinary Hospital. And of course, we always have our fun guests this morning. And please introduce us first and foremost to who this is, and then we're going to talk about him in a bit.
So this is Scruffy. Scruffy is, they think maybe around 5-ish. Of course, it's always a little bit difficult once they're adults to know their full actual age, but he's very sweet. He was just recently neutered, but he is an absolute doll. He's been charming everyone up here, and he is ready for his forever home.
Hi, baby. Hi. Are you looking at me? Are you saying, take me home? No, he's looking at you. He says, please, please, please take me home. We'll get back to Scruffy in a little bit, but I want to talk about the seriousness of July and the heat because, man, we've dealt with so much rain. The humidity is now really creeping up, and it's getting so hot. I'm even hesitant to take my dogs out on walks.
Right. So it is definitely getting steamy out there. So with this heat, you do have to be extra cautious. Walking, yep, you're right. The concrete when that sun's out, it's just too hot for the little tootsies. You can do the little booties if you want to protect their feet, but really whenever that sun is out, it's just too hot for them.
Yeah.
If it's too hot for you, it's too hot for them.
Mm-hmm.
If it's too hot to touch that concrete with your bare hands, it's too hot for their feet.
Yeah.
So try and keep your walks to, the early morning times, the really late evening times when that sun's going down and things have had some time to cool off. When they're outside, keep it as brief as you can.
Okay.
If these dogs are not acclimated to being outside all the time, then they're not going to do well in that heat. If you have a smushy face dog, anything that's brachycephalic, they cannot cool themselves. So they overheat extremely quickly. So their cooling apparatus is, of course, panting. These poor dogs don't have a normal breathing apparatus anyways, and so they just cannot adequately do that, and they can overheat and die very quickly. So you have to be extremely cautious. So just make sure that when these guys are outside, that it's for very brief periods, that they have access to shaded areas and access to water. And that you're keeping a very close eye on things.
Good advice. What are some symptoms if you're looking at your dog and you're thinking, I think they're dealing with heat symptoms, like tongue, eyes, anything that's noticeable to us that we can pay attention to?
So first of all, a lot of these guys, they may be so far gone as to just be completely unresponsive. And if you're seeing that, then that's an emergency. Get them into whatever the nearest either open vet or emergency vet is available immediately. You can also do some things to try and cool them down before you can get them there. Wetting down the pads of their feet, wetting down the tops of their backs, wetting down the outer portions of their ears, just to help them dissipate some of that heat a little bit quicker, but get them somewhere as quick as you can. As far as looking for symptoms of being overheated, if they come inside and they're panting heavily and that's not stopping, we've got some issues. Get them in a really cool area, get a fan on them, do what you can. They may not be past the point of no return, but if you have concerns, call your vet or take them in.
Because unfortunately, I'm sure you have received some of those really difficult phone calls from owners saying, I need help, and maybe it's too late.
Right. Or they get them in and it's already too late, and there's not much that we can do at that point. So
that's why these segments are so informative and helpful for you guys. I know you guys have such a beautiful heart for our pets. So take this in mind as you're going out with your dogs and just be smart about it. Okay, I want to go back to Scruffy. He had a little bit of a beautification, a little makeover. He did not look like this when you first saw him, right?
No, he has been groomed down. He was aptly named. We'll put it that way. Scruffy was appropriate.
Oh, buddy. But now look at him, looking all clean and fresh.
He's a shiny new penny.
Oh, yeah, look at those ears trimmed up really nicely. If someone's interested in adopting Scruffy, he's still available, right?
He is.
Okay. And the best way to do that is we'll obviously provide the link on our website. But we know so many of you are thinking to yourselves, you know what? Now's the time that I want to take the plunge and bring home this little guy. What's his demeanor like, real quick?
Well, he's extremely friendly.
Okay.
He's extremely curious. He wants to be wherever people are. He wants to go check things out.
Oh.
He's ready to party.
And looks easygoing, too.
Yeah,
looks super
very
easygoing. All right, Scruffy, Dr. Zink, thank you so much for hanging out with us this morning. I know one of you guys, you're feeling that nudge. Hi, Scruffy. You want to say bye? Look at this sweet angel. Thank you so much for joining us for 2 Cares for Pets this morning here on 2 News Oklahoma. Hey, do yourself a favor. Hit that link on our website and swipe this guy up. All right, have a great day.